15 seconds, first 15 seconds.
So, is there any celebrity that you would like fanboy out over? Like you see him and you just can't control yourself. You might be like lost for words type shit.
Celebrity, no.
Yeah. No celebrity, famous football player, basketball player, Michael Jackson, nobody.
No, but I will say, because it's all in the moment. I don't know until the moment happens. I will say it did happen before, so I'm not gonna put it past me. But off the top of my head, no. But I went to the press conference for the Canelo Alvarez Floyd Mayweather when they did it there at the time it was called Staples Center, and I was cool up until the presser was over and Mayweather was getting ready to leave, and and then the mob, that like everybody started to run and go Mayweather, Mayweather, and just the whole energy of the mob swept over me. And the next thing I know, I'm like standing over a trash can like, yo, Floyd, Floyd. So it would have to be the energy of the mob. That probably gets me over anything.
Then you'll love a wrestling event. That should get you. The crowd, it'll win you over.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't think there's any celebrity. I mean, there's a few that you see them and you don't know what to say to them because you don't want to be weird. You know what I mean?
That guy.
Yeah. Like I remember I met Felicia Rashad. That's Miss Cosby. And yeah, I didn't have no words for her. And a girl from what is it, Next Sunday? Yeah, I think it's the one with Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan, where they play crooks trying to break into the church.
Yeah. I think it is next Sunday or something.
Yeah,
like that.
old girl, the love interest. I seen her and I low-key froze up. She was bad as fuck. Like in person, I was like, ooh, shit.
Right.
Caught me off guard. So yeah, that happened.
Nice. All right.
So,
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This.
welcome back to another two-shot reviews. It's me, your guy, Lucky, and my guy to my right, sometime to my left, and
Yep, and we back for y'all with Gen V Season 2, Episode 7. So we in the final stretch. It's one more episode after this one, and we about to give you a quick review.
that we are. So we ain't gonna hold you because we know you've been waiting, and this episode is exciting because I've been waiting. So let's get to it. All right, we kick it off with a look into Annabeth's powers. She gets a weird dream sequence about Marie, and she's hitting her head on the ground, and it looks like she's getting splattered with blood. Then she goes to find Jordan, and everybody wakes up and realizes that Marie and Kate took off. So we cut to Cypher's house, and we cut to them two, Marie and Kate, and they're on the way to Cypher's house. And Marie is trying to get, Kate is trying to get Marie to fix her powers, and she's like, nah, I don't trust you, long story short. I ain't fucking with you like that. So they make it to Cypher's house, and it's open, which is weird, but they hear a heartbeat, and it's kind of faint, so they walk in, thinking it's the old man in the chamber. Turns out it's Polarity, and he explains what happened with him and Cypher. Now, cut to Cypher, and he's trying to figure out how Polarity got away, like how he was able to use his powers to deflect Cypher's powers, because it's obviously never happened before. And Cypher is about to kill the old man in the chamber, the burnt up old guy. And that's when he gets an alert on his phone, and it's Marie in his house. Marie has this dumbass plan to convince Godolkin, the burnt up guy, to turn on Cypher and help them defeat him somehow. Just then, Polarity starts having a seizure. Marie uses her powers to basically heal him up, like she did with Annabeth, but it takes a lot out of her and even causes her and Kate's nose to start bleeding. Sam lands on campus with Emma in his pocket because she had to get small so they can jump over, because Sam jumps far, jumps fast, kind of like the Hulk type of thing. And Greg meets up with him, the guy who can fly that Emma has a crush on. They meet up and try to find out where Marie is. He tells him okay, well, I'm gonna take it to the sky and see where she's at. Meanwhile, Jordan and Annabeth show up, and Annabeth gets another vision about Marie. This time it's a little more intense. Sam and Emma meet up. They find Greg. They all meet up with Marie and Polarity, and she's telling them, y'all need to get out of here. And Annabeth is trying to tell her, your powers or whatever you finna go do is gonna get you killed. I've seen it. It's gonna happen. Marie is like off her rocker. Hey, I'm more powerful than all y'all. Y'all showing up is putting me in danger. So she tells Kate to push them all away if she fixes her powers. And she's like, nah, I'm not using my powers on y'all no more. So Marie lifts everybody up, does the blood trick that she did with Jordan in episode 5 when they were having a fight. And she does it to everybody but her sister. And even Polarity has to be like, hey, cut the shit, like, cut it out, let them go. So she drops him and tells him to take off. Then her and Polarity go in to fight Cypher. Now, Polarity goes in, he fights Cypher, and the guys come in to help. Meanwhile, Marie goes down to find Godolkin, and the girls go to help her. Now, the guys are in there, including Jordan, and Cypher starts using his powers on the other guys that's not Polarity, and they start whooping his ass. Marie goes down to find Godolkin. She heals him up completely, all of his burns, gets his skin back rejuvenated. He's back to 100%, but she passes out. Among her passing out, they discover that Cypher, Godolkin is controlling Cypher the whole time. Cypher is just a regular dude.
Just real quick, there's a few episodes earlier where I hinted at it, so this is my opportunity to say I told you so. I told you so. I told you. I told you.
Yeah, it was kind of expected. And so, Cypher says, Sage knew that Marie was going to try to be a hero and come save Godolkin to use him against Cypher. So all this was part of Sage's plan. And so Godolkin gets up, takes off on the campus, kills a soup with a weak power, and heads off into the campus to go start doing his rampage. Start, quote unquote, culling the unnecessaries and making way for the gods of the soup world. And that's episode 7.
So episode 7 stayed in the same vein as each episode, with each episode building towards a climax.
Yeah.
But again, like I mentioned with the Alien Earth, there's too much going on in this story to close it out with the season finale of episode 8. Because now we just got the revelation that Thomas Godolkin was the old guy, and he also was the puppet master setting everything up.
Yeah.
But why, you say? Because when season 2 first started, we got the flashback of Thomas Godolkin running in there to stop everybody. And now we get to the prequel to the season finale, and he's very sinister, you know, like nihilistic, like he wants to kill everybody. So we need more story of what happened. And then we got also
flashback.
Yeah, not just one flashback is going to do it. We're going to need multiple. So I think that's going to take place in either another season or a collab. Also, you know, and the reason why I say another season is because typically shows just don't do 2. They say the magic number is 3 and 5. If you can get it all in 3, it's great. 4 is relatively unheard of. 5 is one to where you still got more to tell. Anything after that is just milking it. So I think they're going to try to hit the 3 number, and the boys are going to maybe hit the 5. Are we in 5 now with the boys?
Yeah, we on 5.
Yeah, so, and then they're going to end it all like that. And I think both are going to kind of wrap up simultaneously at those industry magic, you know, numbers when it comes to seasons and whatnot. But I'm thoroughly entertained. The level of suspense in this episode was great. Now, my good and bad and uglies. My good with this episode is that each beat and each scene built on the scene before, and there were no dull moments. There was constantly things that were happening. So I didn't find myself at any point of this episode kind of drifting off or uninterested. I was very interested. The bad part of it was that a lot of the cringy stuff, the stuff that I didn't like, they really left out of this episode. There was one instance where they did some kind of weird stuff, but it wasn't really in this episode. So it got me thinking, like, well, we got one episode left. How are we gonna approach this episode? Are we going back into the pot of disgusting stuff, or are we gonna keep it, relatively clean? And I don't know. So it's a bad thing because I don't know how I'm looking at this one, considering that they left a lot out in the last episode, and normally they would put a lot of extra stuff in. And then the ugly part is I've been seeing a lot of stuff happening, and I've been kind of spoiling myself with the show. And I just think that with this, and this is me, hopefully I'm wrong, I can see that there's going to be this whole conflict with Cypher or Godolkin, Homelander, and the Butcher, because they're the three most powerful. Homelander just being the scale, with Godolkin just entering the fray as a puppet master, and then you got Butcher with just his willpower and his determination to end all of it. So I think that it can be building to some big, three-way Fatal Fury match with these three, just to tie both the spin-off and the main story together and culminate everything into one big, Royal Rumble.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think it's going to be a three-way battle between those three. I think depending on what happens in this next episode, because from the looks of it, Godolkin was using, what's the Cypher's name, Brad or Greg or something?
Somebody unimportant.
So he's using this guy Brad to basically as a proxy. Does that mean Brad has powers, or is he a human? And why would Godolkin, a man of such superior thought, use a regular human as his proxy? Which is maybe why she didn't see any V in his blood. So that raises another question. And then that's just my thoughts on it. The good was that this episode was entertaining. As I always say, episodes 5, 7 usually go towards the season finale and get you ready for what's about to happen. 6 is usually filler, which I believe 6 wasn't necessarily filler because we got Stan Edgar. I think that was 6, right?
Yeah, that was 6.
So, the bad. We introduced Starlight in episode 1, and she hasn't been back since. We haven't heard anything from her or anybody that she's working with that sent Marie on this mission to find out about Project Odessa.
But remember, they also introduced the Butcher at the end of season 1, and we haven't heard from him.
That too. But that's going to tie in on the finale. If he doesn't come back, then that'll be part of the ugly on the finale. The ugly for this episode. I don't really like the lack of powers. I guess the budget is running low. There was no real power usage, like besides somebody flying off or jumping off screen, which is low budget CG activity. You know what I mean? It can be done from your phone type shit. I was looking for more physical, visual type ordeals, but it was entertaining nonetheless. I'm excited for the next episode. I sincerely hope that they get this one right, because it's a lot riding on this. Like you said, if they do a third season, which I haven't heard anything that they're working towards it, I guess it depends on the reception of season 2 and The Boys season 4.
5.
Season 5. So I'm interested to see where they're going with this whole thing. I'm locked in. I like spinoffs, especially when they do it the right way. And this show, they started out fucked up, but they're doing it the right way. So 2 thumbs up for me, or 2 shots, shall I say. And I'm looking forward to taking shots with y'all on the next one. Talk about it.
Right. And as well for me, 2 shots. And, you know, speaking of 2s, we got a lot of season 2s coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are a fan, but I was a real big fan of Fallout Season 1. I'm really looking forward to Season 2. That's one of the Season 2s I'm really looking forward to. Is there any out there? Oh, another one. Scavenger's Reign Season 1 is been something that's been out for a while. They've been hinting at a Season 2. It got greenlit, but it doesn't have a date. So I would encourage everybody who haven't watched Scavenger's Reign, who just give it a try, give it a watch, because I think it's a great story, and it deserves a Season 2, but it's not going to get that unless it gets more views, I believe.
Okay. The Vince Staples Show, Season 2. Fucking right, I can't wait. Season 1 was so fucking dope. That was one active ass show. That shit was lit.
Have you watched Atlanta?
Oh, of course.
Where is it at with Atlanta?
It's like a mix between Atlanta and shit. I'm probably gonna get killed in the comments, but it's probably like a mix between Atlanta and Dave. Like Meet Dave. I don't know if you've seen that show.
No,
It's
I seen Atlanta.
the Lil Dicky show.
Yeah, no, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, it's like that.
All right,
It's
so
really good though. It's really
I watched
good. Really
watched
funny.
one episode of the Vince Staples Show.
What?
Yeah.
How could you watch one episode and not be curious to finish the rest of the season?
Oh, because it's on the list.
The YouTube Vince Staples Show was dope. I like that shit.
It's on the list.
The episode he had with Ray J, he was flipping a hat. He did that one with the barbershop where he had to go get a haircut before a show. And he had to go get a haircut, I think, in the Blood neighborhood. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
Good
I gotta
action,
check
too.
that out.
Good
I'm gonna
action.
check it out. Vince Staples. That's on the
Vince
list.
Staples Show.
Well, it's on the
Check it
list.
out.
It's just gotta get elevated higher.
It needs more views. You know, most people don't even know who Vince Staples is. That's the crazy part to me. Like, he was walking up and down Hollywood promoting this shit.
Did he come out with an album this year?
This year,
Probably not,
I don't think
because he haven't been.
he was on. I think he was on Jiz's new album.
Yeah, he got features, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
his own joint.
No,
All
I
right.
don't think he dropped the album this year. I gotta check because he dropped one last year and that shit was super dope. Ramona Park broke my heart. But this has been another 2-shot review. Appreciate you coming through.
Get your shots ready for next episode.
Hey, cause we hitting that shot time for episode 8 shot time. Better get your drink straight shot time. Yeah, bitch, you shot time. Next time on 2-shot reviews. Nah.
That's a cold one.
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This